killed almost every other battle. I'm like, holy crap! I've been grinding the whole way. I'm still getting killed by these guys.
This was a annoying segment to do in the segmented run because the amount of steps
I've always
in between encounters is
known where to
it
go.
has such a wide variance
So-
that it was really hard to try getting the minimum amount of encounters. I'm pretty sure I got to 6.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
And that's running all the way across, because the segment run was New Game Plus,
And of course,
so I didn't have to go to Remium Temple.
of course, it didn't have to worry about random encounters after that, because
Yeah.
of manipulation that you will not be seeing here.
Now,
Let's go.
granted, if you did go and farm a no encounters armor, then you would save
guess.
time. But I'm not ready to, grind for something that has that low a chance of getting
Yeah.
8
the-
hours into a run.
The thing that drops it is very rare to begin with. It requires a cutscene to get to there
We'll get through
that you have
this.
to watch to get into the cave. And in addition, there's a chance that you won't even get the drop you want from it if you do find it quickly
Oh
enough.
my god.
That's twice in a row for C4L now, with that bribe failing. Wow.
Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. Ooh, she survived. Don't miss again, please. Okay,
There it is.
she's gonna die.
Yay. The bribe death.
I'm still alive, what the heck? Wouldn't better if he just died.
Yeah.
10 fire
10 fire
damage.
times. It's
Weird thing, and 10 doesn't tell you how many you get until after you beat the battle, or finish the battle.
yeah.
Whereas in 10 2, it like pops up on the screen. I saw it coming. I wasn't even gonna say anything. I'm like, he's gonna miss.
See, that's why I want more gil.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is last year we didn't really know that you could try bribe again like you're doing here. But he had a lot more gills, so it ended up working out okay.
Yeah, and the second, did you even put gil for the bribe, or did you bribe for 1 gil?
0.
Zero,
think
okay.
I think he ended up bribing for second guild the second time or something like that. I don't know.
11.
I remember that money got wasted, but it was excess money, so it wasn't as big of a deal as it could have been. Yes, you switched the correct unit.
I still do have one more bribe. Do the poison things.
Yeah.
I hope I did. How much did I have left?
19,541.
Is it 19? Okay, I couldn't tell whether it was 19,000 or like.
Yeah.
I thought I saw 13,000.
Yeah, 19,541.
Alright, that's not too good a guaranteed bribe on the B. And I have 0 go left.
Or not a gil. 7 poison points. Now we get to break the game even harder. New Game Plus, you wouldn't even go here because you'd already have the items for Trio, I think, in New Game Plus.
Yeah, and New Game Plus, which, if you don't know, New Game Plus in FF10 is just compiling all the Albed primers from a previous save, and Rin will give you 99 Underdogs Secrets, which, one, you can sell almost all of them back for a lot of gil, and then you can also use them to mix Trio and Quartet of 9 without having to go to the temple. Although you need key spheres or shining gems to mix with it. Instead of just using the two items together. Because two Underdogs Secrets is Sunburst instead of Trio. Which is what I actually use to farm the no encounters armor.
You actually have to win this one, or?
Yeah. In order to get the Chocobo.
Yeah.
But it's very easy, because all you do is hold either left or right and run along the edge. And you pretty much guaranteed to win unless the Chocobo decides to veer off at the very last moment.
9. Sub 12.
The second one isn't too bad either, but it's not necessary.
Donation incentive for 0.0.0.
Oh man.
For exactly 0, 0, 0.
It has to be as exact or negative.
No. If you have exactly 0, 0, 0, you do not get the sunset.
No, you don't. Yeah, give it negative. You gotta get at least
Yeah,
negative
it is
0.0.
actual negative, yeah. I know when I did that one, over the course of about 2 hours, I just decided, okay, let's do this. I got at least 3 or 4 0.0s that didn't count. Several more 0.01s and 2s and 3s. And it happened so often that I just decided, okay, I've had enough. I'm not even doing this anymore.
You just had really bad luck, 'cause I literally get like 6 and 7 seconds usually most of the time. I might have had 3 or 4, and then I'll get like a negative 0.5 or a negative 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's just like, at a certain point, it just becomes so frustrating that it's not worth it, and I never had enough motivation to go back to it.
So he's going to get 30 wins of discovery here by playing this little mini game where he has to, I can't remember what he did touch, but he's got to touch 3 of these things and then finish before the rival Chocobo.
You gotta open the chests and not touch the pylons. Actually, I have some poles, but I like ion pylons.
And they're really sensitive too in some cases.
Yeah, and this Chocobo is actually harder to control than the wobbly Chocobo, in my opinion.
Probably the camera.
The camera angle just changes.
Yeah.
Luckily, the 3 chests is not that hard to do. When you get to 4 and 5, it gets much more difficult.
There's actually a couple routes you can use for the 3 chests, but I kind of tested the other one and I didn't really like it that much. It was a lot easier to hit the pylons. Of course, the first race, you just go to the end because you can, even if you open all the chests the first time, all you get is a cloudy moon. So, I can just hit a pylon. Okay, I'll add another pylon. I'll add another one. I'll add another one.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You win! Cloudy mirror.
And yeah.
I think that allows you to get the celestial weapons.
So it's a nice item and all, but we don't care about it.
It's a casual playthrough item.
That or maybe the crazy thing that Johann Howitzer's been working on.
Nemesis persona.
Yeah.
Didn't he get sub 30 hours?
What was you working on?
I don't know. I can't remember what time he got, but it was fairly impressive nonetheless.
Nemesis?
Yeah.
Nice, just gotta dodge the falls. And easy win.
Alright, I'm gonna do some inventory maintenance here.
So now you guys 30 wings to discover, you can mix them for Trail 999. Just putting items in the top of his menu so it's easier to do in battle.
Yeah, I always put the wings of discovery at the top so I don't have to move the cursor at all to select the mix. I don't have to put the
You just hold on.
usable items. I just put in the right order of usable items because the stuff at the top isn't on the use list.
I thought the chocobo just waits there for your return. What if you never came back? Joe just sitting there.
Most games don't. You
Yeah.
don't keep it.
Yeah.
The only other one I can think of is FF4.
Well, FF12 kind of does, in that in places where you could get stuck and potentially soft lock the game by getting off a chocobo there, they usually have one that you could ride.
Yeah.
Because of the special places that only chocobos can go
Yeah,
through.
where it had mines and stuff.
Yeah.
This boss is actually probably easier and casual than it is in a speedrun. Get the if you have provoke.
Yeah, the boss can be cheesed. But it can also be cheesed multiple ways.
Yeah.
Summons from.
I have game over to this boss before.
We have nothing.
I've game over to pretty much everything now. I always find a way.
Yeah, if you do something
Seymour's
enough,
coming.
eventually you'll find a way.
Which reminds me of the boss from 10-2, the Killica.
It's actually the Defender Z is the model, the one that's like blue and red.
Yeah, right now,
It's over.
yeah.
The fire gem hit 6 times, so combine that with 9999, and you can rush those guys. A couple turns.
All right, so we have a donation here. Well, two actually. First one is a $15 donation from Arid. Just simply says Final Fantasy VI, Shadow Name Arid. Thank you very much for your donation. But beyond that, we have a $760 donation from Jiang Zia. And they say, hello everyone. You do a great job. It's a real pleasure to see all of you play the best RPG and doing that for charity. You're the best. Good luck to all the runners. Bon courage et bonne chance, le fan français vous aime. And that did push us over $15,000.
Excellent, thank you. That was a very generous donation. Thank you very much.
I finally understand. She was.
So if you missed most of the Ronso Rages, these guys have a ton of Ronso Rages you can learn from these guys.
Summoner Yuna and Guardians, leave here at once.
I think each of them have 4 different Ronso Rages you can learn.
Yeah, and their stats are based off of Kimari's, so it's a
Yeah.
fairly consistent fight in terms of what you're going to
The
face.
mountain will not bear the
I
footsteps.
think they did that so that way, if you, because most people don't like to use every single person every single time. So if people don't choose to use Kamari, they don't really get stuck at this battle.
Yeah.
I have cast aside Yevon. I follow the temple no more.
Then you will die.
Kind of like
by
in 12,
those
if you
words.
leave Pinello,
So be
it's like, Pinello can stay level 9
Yevon
for the
has
whole run,
warped the
and I'll just keep
teachings
playing
and
with everybody
betrayed us
else.
all.
Nothing but a bunch of low-down tricksters, eh?
Yeah, yeah!
Yeah. We have no regrets.
Blasphemers! A summoner and her guardians.
Lord Kelgranso, if I may,
Kamari.
have you not also turned your back on Bavel?
But still, you guard Gagazet as a Ronso, not a Maester. Yuna is much the same.
Elder Kelk, let Biran rend them asunder. No escape, not one.
No, we will not flee. We will fight and continue on.
You have been branded a traitor, but still you would fight sin. Lost to the temple, hated by the people, yet you continue your pilgrimage? Everything lost. What do you fight for?
Fight for spirit.
I fight for Spira. The people long for the calm. I can give it to them. It's all I can give. Defeating sin, ending pain. This I can do.
Even sacrificing yourself. Ronso, let them pass. Summoner Yuna, your will is stronger than steel. Tempered steel that even the mightiest Ronso could not hope to bend. Yuna, we bow to your will. Now go. The sacred heights of Gagazet welcome you.
We thank you.
No, the long journey up the mountain.
Haven't you bothered us enough?
Summoner may pass. Guardians may pass. Kimari not pass. Kimari shame Ronso brothers. Kimari forget his birth. Forget his mountain hate. Then I must prove my strength. Think you not Kimari. This time I win. I will win.
Why, you... This some kind of Ronso thing?
Yes,
Kimari
Yuna.
problem.
So yeah,
You are strong, Fire Gem.
that's the fight.
Friend Spheres.
Strong is Kimari. Biran is happy.
So I should remember to use a Friend Sphere instead of Teleport Sphere in Kamari when I go to get in Trust.
Set I on. Remember.
Because the Friend Sphere will go directly to it.
Penance. We.
Friend sphere is just a teleport sphere that brings you to a person instead of just any individual
Yeah.
grid.
But I fear
So
that
there are-
no-
yeah.
Teleport Sphere teleports you to a node that someone else has activated. Friend Sphere will take you to where another person is on the sphere.
Yeah, so yeah,
then
teleport
there's-
sphere can do everything plus more of a friend sphere.
Then
But
there's
since-
also Return Sphere, which can return you to one that character has activated previously.
Yeah.
And those are the ones the main ones that help you with mobility in the sphere grid, along with the key spheres, of course.
And Return Sphere is also what lets you customize First Strike, which you get on Titus, not for free, but you get it a lot earlier. But then you need First Strike on Kamari, Riku, Yuna, and Orin also. The game gives you a lot of Return Spheres. However, there's a very, very small chance that Baron and Yankee can give you 4 Friend Spheres. That would be double rare drop. It's never happened before.
If you get 1 rare drop, you get 3.
No, so you get 2 of each if one of them is
Oh,
rare,
okay.
which is what I got. But if you had them both do rare drop, I would get 4 Friend Spheres. And then I wouldn't have First Strike on Kamari and Riku until like much later. It would actually be really bad if that happened. Because I really kind of need First Strike on Riku and Kamari for Flux and Unalesca. Probably Spectral Keeper. Oh, I only have 1 water gem, so I do need to steal a lightning gem. And right off the bat. And I'll steal some more fire gems just in case. That's enough for a 3 gem flux. I probably wanted to steal 1 more. Just in case.
Yeah, if it goes like it did last C4L. Oh man. That poor Sporta body in this fight, right? I think it got wrecked.
So we just received a $50 donation from Lockerdown3. It says, I see Kara still driving through 10. Unfortunately, I will miss the ending, seeing as I go to work in an hour. Congrats on 15,000. Here's for putting more of this towards the Chrono Cross best ending, since Yeti did us a favor and finished off Final Fantasy VI 100% last night. Thank you very much for your donation, Lockerdown. And I did just check that since you mentioned it, and his donation puts the Chrono Cross best ending at 310 out of 500. So that needs $190 more.
What's the extra? How much longer is best ending in Chrono Cross?
Gameplay wise, it doesn't add a whole lot, but it adds a bunch of extra stuff onto the ending.
Okay.
Now, if I recall correctly, the smaller one there would not have filled Riku's overdrive, which is why he stole from it, dismantling it.
Also, it changes the credits theme into the one that people like more.
Now, obviously, I wanted the Defender X boss to hit Riku, so I wouldn't have had to fill it there. It was nice that Titus guy's overdrive almost filled, because I do need his overdrive. Getting a ton of encounters. I mean, I always get a ton of encounters here, but it seems to be worse than usual right now.
Yeah. Oh man. This encounter rate.
I usually get around 14. I haven't been counting, so
I haven't been either.
I usually keep track of how many encounters I get, but it's not really worth it.
Let's just say it's gonna be over 14 probably.
I think that was 7. But I could be wrong. I may have missed 1 or 2. Yeah. Yeah, I think that, yeah. Yeah, I think this is more like 11 here.
It is about like 60 encounters, like between when you would get no encounters and the end. So if you did manage to get a no encounters armor, I mean, you would save quite a bit of time. But again, I'm just not ready to go for that.
30 now.
I have to guess that's probably 16.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Just quite a bit above average. Customize. First strike on Riku. First strike on Ari.
That allows him to use Trio 99 and Fire Gem first 2 turns.
Xanarkand. Yuni. Hi. What are we...
Elders, we just don't... Until we do... Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there. It'll all come together. I know it.
Hey. Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
Start.
Huh? Huh?
Ah, the son of Jack.
Riku,